like, I want to live in the, let's use this as a case study for how rotations can be exploited on the CT side. Like, we can, you know, we talk all about it. Let's see how Bad News Bears, who are coming into like a hot European Nuke T side, handle their rotations and manage their information about this T spread.
Oh, well, the 1xBet odds up top of your screen didn't get any better here going into map number 2. Okay, it's a bit of early utility to make them worry about event drop. Cadian.
Interesting. So 3 yard with top site util. It's going to leave a lot of attention hut, and perhaps they can slither and slink their way out. Spotted on the jiggle. That's good from Junior. Some information gained. Immediately ducks in, and Shush is taking space off of him. He wants to apply some pressure. Heading for heaven. Is this going to be eventually top site? Chad, I can't quite work out where they want to finish. 2 lobby. Swisher going looking. And he has got potential for a trade here. Great adjustment on the Julies. Calls lobby clear. It's not. Cadian stands to deliver 1, but those Julies actually finding 2. That's big from him. And now Shush reveals himself. He's going to hide in the hut. Jonji to keep him at bay as well. This is Heroic using an awful lot of map positioning alone. Look at this complete role reversal. The CT's pushing out of hut rather lackadaisically. And now only Junior. Good luck. Have fun, my dude. Swisher actually hitting some more shots with his Julies. 4 left in the chamber as another head
2
rolls.
bullets.
He'll get the reload. Maybe we're going to see an ace clutch with the Julies. They always buy them. They're both there. An X-ray off as we live in the uncertainty with him. Not going to be. It will be Heroic to take it. And a very solid pistol, all things considered.
Yeah, as you mentioned there, excuse me, they were trading territory, right? So the fact that they push lobby, that's one of these, I want to say, standard responses now. If you lose yard, if you lose that heaven position, you have to force yourself in towards lobby. There's no way around it. Swisher did a fantastic job to get the first, the second onto Cadian here was good. And well, at that moment, you think there's a chance for them in this pistol round, but Tassus peels them apart, mounting on that Tetris box, gets a bit of work done. And Heroic find themselves 1-0 up and another technical timeout call, but this isn't a lengthy one. We'll be getting this one back underway straight away. Heroic are ready and raring to go, and the force buy from Bad News Bears is out. Thanks to Swisher getting a bunch of kills, he's able to get himself a Famous, 3 Deagles, a Scout in play, a little bit of utility. How do Heroic want to apply themselves early?
Top, potentially. The util's there for it and completely blind. Yeah, and straight eliminated. Shush walks into the site and demands 2. And that's the end of that for BNB. Locked out of the site, bomb ticket away, and just holding on to what they can. They'd love to make it hurt as best they can.
Yeah, here's the question though. Do you want to try and do damage on the exits, or do you just want to save this Famous, the Deagle, the Scout, and hope to have another crack next round? Because that was over very, very quickly, wasn't it? Just the door being busted open, a couple of flashes, and it looked very easy. But that's the utility being thrown from the supportive players there to facilitate those entries. Right? The flashes into main, the flash through the skylights as well to negate anybody on the rafters in heaven. All those little bits that you don't see. You just see Shush run in and blast everybody's head off. He makes it look too easy. Well, there's a lot that goes into a play like that. And look, against a force buy on Nuke, rushing top doesn't seem like one of the best options, right? You think, oh, let's go yard, let's probe, let's prod them out a little bit here. Maybe we'll work some slow picks towards ramp. They've just gone pedal to the metal, straight into that top site, cracked open some skulls, and looking very good now, Heroic.
I can't help but feel like that's a call you make just to demoralize as well. Like, you know, if you do hit top site, it's going to be over by 1 minute 40, and it was. I mean, you just saw how quickly BNB went from, okay, boys, let's force, let's talk about this round, let's keep our heads high, into, okay, save.
Yeah, one of the reasons as well that you can get away with a top play against a lower force buy, especially after the pistol losses, they're not going to have Molotovs for Hut and Squeaky, so you're not worrying about extinguishing those. Rinse and repeat, but it looks of things, Cadian's going to nip on down that vent. Now he's got a lot of map control to work with here, and this is where we get to see how a Bad News Bear is going to chase that tail.
Did they even have the info on it? How stealthy was he? He's coming down now. And Jonji, yeah, none the wiser, just slowly descends the ladder into Cadian's grasp. It looks like another frag's been found. Swisher on yard falls. It's refreshed to do the damage. And oh, wasn't expecting Shixula to be so elevated. He's on top of the hut. Should have some bullets. Yeah, it does put them into down. It's Tessus who doubles up nicely, and we'll finish off the round with some style. Spongy caught out on main and recovering every weapon they can. Heroic, not many casualties to report yet. I think 4 deaths total over the first 3 rounds of play.
Looks like Junior can get his AWP out, though. And that's a big plus here going into the first gun round. There might need to be some omissions in terms of weapons. You can see Swisher going with the Famous instead of an M4, but that's because he needs that utility I was prefacing earlier. So we're able to make this one work here, but an important round right now for Bad News Bears to see if they're going to be able to contest. Because they lose this one, well, then the scoreline, we're likely looking at a 5-0 start.
Yard focus. John G's there to receive them. Good angle. Not the frag. Always going to be punching his desk after that one. When you're holding the Aggie line and you do get the fight you were hoping for on Silo. And the result is a lot of loss of control. Junior posted up, tested quickly. Bomb spotted, frag found. That's a lot from Junior. He's pulled us back into contention. Spongy Smoke should enable a reposition.
It's a lot of info right now, but Tessus in main. He could cut
Swisher.
off all of this.
Oh, he's a sitting duck. Doesn't finish his meal. Tessus, unable to convert the spray. It's kept level by Stown, who's walked ramp. And they're all over the shop. Heroic, 3 players, 3 very different locations.
Yeah, Bad News Bears had to respond to that lower presence, and they've lost all the territory and the means of things. Now, taking lobby back, we saw them do this on the pistol, but trading places once more. Refresh over towards Hell. Shush parked himself with the bomb over towards Secret, and Stown working at ramp. So a lot of control here for Heroic, and the problem for Bad News Bears is if they do tuck themselves in lobby, they'll be giving up this top side.
If Swisher goes silo, he could stop them right here in their tracks. The timing is just off. Oh, that's gonna hurt. No, that was the chance. Bomb spotted. You need that from Spongy. Bomb now loose, and the round starting to fall into Bad News Bears territory with only 9 HP. Stown's hopes finish. Great shots from him, and he knows there's another towards the main roof. Jumps into the crosshairs, and so that will be converted. The double from Swisher. Nice flank on the low HP, does convert in the end.
Yeah, going to be counting his lucky stars that Tessus didn't finish him off there when he came through main. That could have been the difference maker in the round, but a positive again. Junior will hold on to his AWP, and rotating the AWP lower after you've lost that yard control. Look at that, easy as that. Click that mouse one, shot comes through. We're able to play with those rotations from there.
I will also say, like, for Bad News Bears, they have got the most irritating of opponents now. To sample European Counter-Strike, you're being handed a real damn squib in the form of Heroic, taking all these individual duels and these chances, refreshed straight through, traded nicely. Swisher caught through the smoke, though. Crosshair placement from Cadian. Perfect, and now into the vents, a potential double. Jonji can win the round right here. If he could just hit the dink, he does. Down lives on to 9 HP. And a man advantage now for Heroic into the low side. Shakes here. The Zula caught out in the open, and that should confirm things now. I'm afraid Junior, with the AWP, going to look to preserve.
Yeah, and that's a quick one. That's exactly what you're talking about, right? This is going to be difficult to handle. They just sent Refresh out towards top side, and then they just lose it. Like, the comms are, yeah, coming top, flashes, you know, and then next minute, Heroic are everywhere. So hard to keep track of.
I mean, because Heroic are going for this, and I do think it's like it's turned up to 11 because of their opponent. You know, like they will play this style of play to an extent against everyone, but there is an extra pep in their step, it seems, in terms of willingness to take these individual duels, to have untradeable positions, and it's leading to Bad News Bears being given a very confronting realization that we have to win Angels against these kids if we want to try and make them work.
Yeah, for sure. And this is one of the things, I'm sure people have heard me tell this story many a times, but back when I was playing, one of the things when you were versing much better opponents or Europeans who always thought they were much better opponents, most of the time they were, you have to earn their level of respect, right? You have to be able to stop them getting away with all of these maneuvers and disrespecting you with just these heads-up fights. And once you've earned that respect, you can kind of start tunneling the game into a normal game of Counter-Strike. Now, Heroic, they play with a lot of pace. They're very fakey. They do this stuff traditionally, right? So this is them in their element regardless. To be able to stop this, you're going to need to do something special. That AWP carried on through.
So you know it's a saved AWP. Junior's bringing it to door for the punish and a chance. Straight past the Eros down, and he's not done. Peppered a little bit. 2 frags already in the feed, and he's just comfortable. That AWP not going to be easy to retrieve as the Flames now cover it. Looking like a very quick fit here, locked in by the Heroic boys. Spongy to the last ditch attempt, and the same for Sheikh Zula. 5 now to the Danes. And though you said it was a CT-sided map, this one could feel very, very much the opposite for the Bad News Bears if they can't dig their teeth in on the next gunny.
Yeah, and that's the problem with the CT side, right? If you're not being able to save a lot of guns here when you've clearly lost a bomb site and you're just losing round after round, even with that loss bonus maxing out, you need to buy mollies, you need to buy smokes, you need all of this utility to be able to negate the aggressive plays. And right now, Heroic are just having their way with the Bears.
It's not fun. Like, there's a lot of Counter-Strike that's a lot of fun. But losing like this, you just feel like a chocolate teapot.
It's just a shock to the system as well, right? Because you're in your region and you're one of the better teams over there. Obviously, we've got Liquid, we've got EG, we've got the Brazilians who play from time to time as well. But
a bit late from there, John G there. He's gone to confirm yard control, and there's even one lurking there for him if he does start to hunt for secret. So Stound's there to stop the fast flank. They can focus their attention on the lower site, and they're already 3-man to the good down here. Not a single CT rotate into the lower half of the map. It is from ramp, and it's Sheikh Zula with a lot to do and a lot of territory lost.
Oh, and just covering the rotations. Cadian with the AWP in lobby being a nuisance here. They can limp out this smoke. They can get to the back of that bomb box and plant no dramas. In the meantime, Jonji's taken down Stound. Cadian with that AWP again. Things are spicing up towards B.
He's not expecting this, though. Already on the window position. 3 players down there. Cadian in yard and killing lobby. I mean, it felt like there's 10 players on heroic for the CTs there.
Oh, they just can't get away with anything right now, Bad News Bears. Half the time they're not even looking in the right direction. Just heroic players being thorn in the side. Just one to survive will be... Oh boy, Spongy down here. Now, if they go running away, is he going to try and go for a bit of a ninja defuse here? There's no kit.
He was smiling.
Yeah, I saw the smirk too.
I mean, a 10-second injury is
It's not going to happen now.
It's not going to happen now.
Come on now.
But he's safe down there, right, in the corner?
I think he's going to have to... Is he just going to live just here? He's going to have to run away a little bit.
Just a little bit, like there.
Yeah, there we go. Just back it up enough. Alrighty.
Okay, not calculated to the same extent I thought it might have been.
No, I thought maybe he was hanging around because he knew something that we didn't. But I know that bomb radius down there is pretty scuffed at the best of times. It's like, okay, you can survive at 1 HP or something. But yeah, done and dusted right there. Sitting Duck Jonji on top of the warehouse. And this is what I'm talking about. Just looking the wrong way. Junior got no idea Tessa's already crept on up. And, well, at least they're having fun. There's some giggles, there's some laughs, there's some smiles.
You gotta. You definitely gotta. You gotta keep your morale high, and you never know what you might turn around with on the Deagles. A little bit of Kevlar as well for good measure. And they are going for a 4-man yard. Cadian just gonna go completely dry, ready for that Deagle fight, even going for a very ambitious wallbang. And first blood drawn, a lovely little pop flash into Johnny's nose, and he's just caught out completely. Junior's Deagle has something to say. He does ascend, and perhaps about to be sent a little lower. It's down to confirm our suspicions. Sheikh Zula remaining for the 7th here for heroic. Down the vents, Shush has already acknowledged that it's a possibility, got his crosshair placed firmly on that potential.
Consolation frags right here, and I guess on just the Deagle purchase, that's all they're really looking for. Max loss bonus in play. But the scoreline will read 7-1 unless something miraculous happens here.
It's a newspaper.
Yeah, Bad News Bears.
Yeah,
they're reading the newspaper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess it is only bad news right now.
It was only, like, for some reason, it was like a book always in my mind.
A book?
Yeah, like a full encyclopedia.
All right.
But obviously, why would they be reading an encyclopedia when they're the bad news bears, not the bad encyclopedia bears? It doesn't quite roll off the tongue. I'm with you now.
What else could we do? We got bed and breakfast.
It does look like the kind of logo for, like, you know, at school, like the company that would distribute the school.
Yes, Scholastics or whatever it was.
Scholastic, yeah. Just like a Scholastic fair. Like the Bad News Bears logo slapped on that, like, traveling circus that used to come and sell you books. And
yeah, why did we do that?
Gummy brains and stuff. And, ooh, like a spy kit.
There was
a magnifying
that
glass,
too.
a little dusty brush.
I remember, like, you could get, like, the weekly, or maybe it was monthly, and you could build, like, a skeleton. There was, like, an anatomy one. There was a lot of those.
Do you ever do the choose your own adventure books?
I did. Goosebumps?
I don't know, but I'm talking more like you're in a dungeon. It's like, oh, do you want to go left and there's a cave troll? Well, turn to page 327.
No, I didn't do the wizards.
Okay, I was doing Wizards and Pixies. I guess it makes sense. Regardless, a slow one from Heroic. They've just decided that 8 rounds of flat-out Counter-Strike is enough.
Yeah, have that pace change. Why the hell not?
Let the Bad News Bears face the wrath of a boosted peak. No one's home. Flashes are diligent. Oh, Junior lost vision off that. I thought he'd managed it well. And now they have slipped the net. He has to acknowledge they could be close. There are wall bangs to be hit and have been lined up more times than I care to admit.
There's just so much space to work with here. There's still a minute left on the clock. Junior can't contest that area of the map. Swish doesn't know if he needs to be lower, if he should be ready for upper. And, well, it looks like they're setting up for this top piece.
Okay. Main smoke. Swisher confirms he might want to get off the ladder. Might want to get off that ladder. He's got something. And looks good. 3 frags from the CTs in the feed. Only 2 remaining, but they are still hitting shots. Junior pulls it all onto Cadian. And with 35 seconds left, he's got an opportunity to at least try and level it out in the clutch.
He's probably going to want to go down this vent, but it's not going to go. That's a classic KDM maneuver right there, you know, trying to play with those mid-round. Well, it's late round, super late round, right? And normally that vent gap is left open by a lot of teams. So just falling to his demise, and that will be the second for Bad News Bears. So there we have it. They're on the board. They now carry double orcs across into the next gun rounder. You can see the utility on the top side here. Molly towards the bomb spot. You got some flashes coming on through, and that ladder position actually paid off. It didn't look like it was going to by any means, but stalling out Squeaky Door. And there's one of the easiest kills of Sheikh Zula's life right there. So you love that one. There's a bit of a smile on his face after that, and we're back underway.
Double ops in play, but we haven't seen one disband ramp. I mean, Heroic previously did knock on that door in round 9. Chips away. They're going to flash through this. Swisher's in trouble. Spongy too. He can get them both if he's not careful. Swisher does manage to adjust for his own. Shuts them both down on the top side. A smoke to bail himself out of trouble. He's living. He's doing everything he can to survive. He draws attention, but suddenly Heroic thrive. And it's all onto Jonji. Hasty does find it with the USP. He's got 6 bullets left to isolate Refresh. Oh, the dink. Doesn't have enough in the chamber, and it will immediately be Heroic returning to control. BNB sent back down to the doldrums of, what is it, 5k high end, 3k low end. Yeah,
like it's not the end of the world because they did carry a couple of those rifles through, but it's not enough for a full buy now. Junior's going for a scout, which indicates to me this will just be a partial investment. They're putting up a bit of a fight here, but it's not looking great by any means. And oh, with another half buy in play, these haven't gone well whatsoever. Cadian, pry open Squeaky Door. Hello. Nobody facing from main. The Molotov has to force him back in a bit towards Yard. Jonji goes looking, Jonji goes down, and Sheikh Zula, well, he's going to try and fill the foot.
Ooh. The full recede and a nade on its nose, just for good measure. He confirms their suspicions that there's no one home on Yard. You'd think.
Look at
Stound's flank.
Yeah, no one's outside now, guys.
Yeah, Junior. Junior. He's just returning to his happy place.
Hello, keep coming.
Look where he's got to.
Oh, Stound, he knows.
Wormed his way through.
The barrel.
Barrel and the headshot.
The poor guy. He's like, oh, yep, he's already hell. Guys, we've lost Heaven.
They just dumped so much util Yard, they know it's enough to pull the ramp player out of his hidey hole. And now Sheikh Zula walking into Cadian's pushed up AWP. That's a freebie. And that's a bomb plant.
And that's a round. So 9-2 the score will read. These D-Eagles, can they get any AKs to carry through? I'm sure they'd love that. Money, not a problem by any means over there for Heroic. You got Shush, he's got 12.5. Cadian's got 8 grand. The other 3, they're sitting pretty on 4K.
But it's mean. I mean, it's exploiting the expected reaction. And, you know, like, you can't even fault Bad News Bears for doing what most professional teams would do. You know, acknowledge the Yard presence, rotate as you should, especially on a half buy. Spongy, you talked about finding AKs, has managed to put at least 1 body down. Refresh may not let that save go down. I think now upon the descent of that ramp, there shouldn't be too much of a hope. Go on, Spongy. Go on. Oh, no.
Well, he lives.
Cooper up. Yeah, that's something.
He lives.
Keeps his Kev.
That's not too bad. You know, we're reaching when saving the Kevlar. Not too bad. 9-2 is the scoreline here. Look, let's... I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to paint you guys a possible picture here. Let's just strap ourselves in and look for some highlight moments. And I don't even mean individuals. I just mean something that we can carry forward for Bad News Bears going into future games. Smoke's being lined up. Yard control on the docket once more. Refresh tasked with that. Jonji sees the smokes. One of them has been unraveled here by the molly, so making life a little bit more difficult for Heroic here. But this just comes down to a matter of timing. Heroic can hit pause. Sure, they don't get the space. They can rejig this one. Oh, Jonji has so much to worry about here.
He's got the right weapon for the job.
He has no support either. Like, Junior right now is, I think he's looking at Hut, so Jonji is really on his own.
Oh, and he's kind of operating under the assumption that they haven't crossed red, or at least there's potential for it. So he's so exposed to anyone that wants to take that fight to him with his eye pressed to this scope in his blind spot. KD will be dropping some topside util. That's the jewel he's been waiting for. Does stabilize the aim into a cross. Oh! Nice chance. It's a refresh though. And Swisher keeps it level. Bomb loose and out in the open on Yard at the 50-second mark. A good chance for a third here from the Bad News Bears. Let's see how they handle it. Swisher has a flash for that warehouse push should he want to take more. He's kind of on his own, though, responsible for that bomb.
He's pinned down by this orb.
Doesn't want to give Cadian the jewel.
Oh, finest of margins there. He's just playing and walking on that tightrope. So Cadian profits. Now, 30 seconds. That could have been the kill. Spongy almost enough. Tessa's down to 6.
This is it. The molly is...
Oh, they've seen him. Oh, they've seen him.
That's so mean. I felt like he had a real shot and channeled straight into Cadian's AWP.
It's just crazy how comfortable they are. They were just focusing on that Swisher fight in main, right? They knew that they were going to get him one way or another. Either he stays stuck in the corner and they can slowly scale and take space away, or they make it so awkward he has to take a fight, eventually walks to that orb. This is a big kill onto Junior, right? Because he was rotating in with the AWP. Junior could have made a real difference from that heaven position with the big green. And I think that kill from Cadian right there was the final nail in the coffin of round number 12. Round number 13 kicking on off here, and just back down to these pistols. More of the same for Bad News Bears. This has to be hurting. And you know what else? This game is going past in the blink of an eye because they're not putting up a lot of fight. They're not getting a lot of post-plant situations where they can actually retake. They're just getting obliterated right now.
Swisher's hearing these nades being thrown out. He knows his presence. He would love to find a little safe haven. I don't know if he got spotted. He certainly was moments away from a barrel info on his main roof position. Tessus above him. He's firing off shots, but Tessus has actually completely evaded CT gaze and is heading heaven with quite some pace. Backs a turn, Junior. At least tags up refresh. He'd love to keep him busy, distracted, but there he goes on his next re-peak. Tessus still working on his campaign, and Swisher again issues. This time on Squeaky. Spongy still lingers and he's surrounded by Heroic. Like, they could just pause now. The frags will come to them. And as the smoke fades, poor Spongy needs something. He gets tagged up as it fades. How brutal. Lovely. Jonji just the one, though. Tessus is ready to emerge from his hidey hole on Heaven. And 11, it reads 11 on the T side from Heroic.
All right, well, might be a little bit of a... Wait, what's the time? Let me have a little bit of a look
Extended break between our two games?
Yeah, could be an extended break.
It's scheduled for 4:45. Now, the current local time stands at 2:50.
Yeah.
So call it an hour from now before we'll be getting that Vitality Ents game underway. Vitality Ents, though, getting to see my first look at fully new Ents.
Yeah, with Hades in the mix instead of Alu, right? Oh, here's Jonji again, and there's Jonji dead again. Tried the aggressive maneuver, right? Don't want to give this space to Heroic. Have to try something, but pretty much on his lonesome in that environment. Can't be traded, space given up, and down the man again are the Bears.
Oh, Spongy, an opportunity here. He will be cleared, but Shush doesn't look, and now too many men. Couldn't quite hook his poison between the two of them, Cadian and Tessus. They are both battered, but still thriving, still alive. Swisher in the vents will be held should he choose to ascend. He's baited the shots nicely. He's down, he's present.
Yeah, there's no going up. It might even just be a save for the final round of play here. And well, when the scoreline already looks how it does, it's difficult to just swallow this one and go with it. But they're dropping back, they're dipping back. They want to hold on to that AWP. I don't know if Swish is going to get away here. He might just have to hang out. Well, we've seen what happens when you hang out here and the bomb goes off. It's on the other bomb site right now, so maybe he walks away from this one. But yeah, Ents, last time we caught them, right, is when Spinks came in, they had Snappy, there was the whole drama, the whole team was finished, and then it fell apart, right? And then in Pro League Season 13, they looked good, right? Yeah. They looked good, they impressed in their opening group, and then it kind of dipped off again. Alu's taken leave. I think Alu's now no longer on the roster. Maybe his transfer list is something along those lines, but they have had Hades, who's another pole, come in. So they have Dihar and Hades now, Snappy in the mix, Spinks and Doto, the only remaining Finn, who was the most recent guy brought in for the finish scene.
Well, I will tell you that Spinks, Doto have both impressed me already, and I have heard good things about Hades. Yeah. I know like Dihar is like this guaranteed like bottle rocket who can continue to impress, but I don't know, if you put Spinks and Dihar both on an A game day, I think they can test anyone in their group. It's going to be very fun to watch. And that's up against Vitality, so a real opportunity for like a little quick test. How much resistance will we be getting out of Ents in their Pro League season?
Yeah, might be able to pull something miraculous off like last time, but there's a bit more information on them this time round. So let's take a look in here, round number 15, final round of play in the first half. and a bit more of a slower approach here. So
It's great. Heroic are just going through their playbook, trying them all out for size, and everything seems to fit. Like, you've gone to the perfect shoe store for you. It's all your size, and it's all your style.
yeah, there's a lot of utility being dropped lower as well.
Jake is in
yeah.
so much trouble. There's 3 players to contend with. Junior's got someone above him. He knows there's someone. Someone's on the hunt. It's Tessus who will find his 17th frag. 17 and 4. Bloody hell. Bad news bears. Off to the races, courtesy of Spongy. Topside could be his, and he's calling for help. Takes the space, confirms it's there. And it's gone. Cadian coming in from Mini.
They know Smudgy has to be here, right? He got that kill.
Yeah, and John is making it very clear that it's an untradeable position, so isolate this as best you can. And they can just double swing on this, maybe even triple swing. Good shot, here we go. Doesn't manage to track him, and neither will Jonji. 13, damn, Heroic making quite the speed run of this one. The opening game of Group A here for Season 14 of ESL Pro League. Heroic, just 3 rounds ago.
Hey Future Pros! Today I wanted to show you another method to take outside and find picks on the T side of Nuke. This execute will obstruct a lot of vision from the CTs and possibly force a warehouse player out into the open for a fairly easy pick. For this execute, you will need 4 Future Pros along with 3 smokes, 2 mollies and 2 HEs. Future Pro 1, you'll be throwing the bottom hell window smoke. To throw this smoke, hop into this corner. Aim at the top of this pipe vent and slightly to the right of the line. Run forward and jumping through the smoke as you get close to the wall in front. Save your molly as you can use this to block off secret as you spend more time outside. Future Pro number 2, you only have a warehouse smoke to throw, so don't mess it up. To throw the warehouse smoke, look into the center of this wall. Aim at the bracket on the silo, then jump throw the smoke. After this, head into lobby and hold off any pushes. Future Pro number 3, you'll be throwing the A main smoke, mollying secret, and saving a HE for CT red. To throw your smoke, position yourself so half of this vent is cut off by the wall. Aim to the top of the cables, run forward and throw the smoke just before hitting the box. Then clear some close angles and hop onto this box. From here you can throw a molly to cover secret and hold the push. If you feel like it, throw your HE to CT red with Future Pro 4. Future Pro number 4, you'll be throwing the CT red molly along with a HE. To throw your molly, wait for the warehouse smoke to bloom, then make your way into this gap. Aim at the lower corner of the garage door and jump throw the molly. This will land behind CT red and possibly cause a counter-terrorist to rotate back towards the ladder area. After this, running through your HE behind CT red as you could get some chip damage on the rotating player. Then have Future Pro 1 boost you behind T red, and if you're quick enough you should be able to catch any CT trying to get up from warehouse to ladder. And that's about it. This execute is a nice way to find a pick outside. If you have confidence in your aim, I have no doubt you should be able to catch CT player out.
Plenty tried, plenty failed. Too many times I seen plenty bail. And there will be no surprise what I'm about to do when you are looking through my eyes. See many go, see many come.
But it's not good news for the bad news bears. They have 2 rounds to boast and 3 rounds in total over the course of this series so far. 16-1 followed now by a swift 13-T rounds from Heroic. North America's hopes of Group A are starting slowly. And Machine, I've got Chad Sponge Birchall with me. We hope we've got our audio all sorted. I am seeing Armored Julies
Oh, dearie me.
in action. Now,
keep getting played on that.
Swisher fragged out with a 3 on the Julies. Let's see if Refresh can do better. They're going ramp, so I doubt it. Instead, they walk into Tessus, who's actually running towards 20 frags in our 16th round of play. Spongy charging up through the ramp, and there's a flying shush. Oh, very precise, good trade. Jonji keeps advantage temporarily. It's taken very quickly back. Junior, one of the two remaining, the double Js. Looking for some juice. Tessus, 6 HP, if you could just dunk.
Oh, catch that
That's
one.
Lovely.
Bowling from Jonji there. That was nice.
Can't get the bomb down necessarily, though, with these two CTs.
Oh, are they going to clear him?
He's got a chance here. Oh, perfect placement of the crosshair, hunting for Stown on the retreat, and good shot from Junior. He's provided they want to go for the top side rotate, and Cajun's going ramp, so this is perfect timing. Oh, they're uncertain either.
Oh, he faked the vent noise there as well, so maybe that was comms because the bomb's going to go down. They've maintained control here of Decon, and Cadian's going to be in the complete wrong place for this. Now, because they dropped the Julies, it looked like there was a kit in play, and oh dear, oh dear. This one becomes very difficult to retake now. Bomb already getting close to halfway tick. Cadian have to hit a couple of bangers here.
Yeah, he's running out of chances to hit his bangers, and Jonji does just accelerate into the next peak. Wins his duel, 4 frags from Jonji, and he'll take the Julies for good measure as well.
Big J, Little J, the combo, getting it done over there, so...
Big J, Little J, cardboard box. That's good, yeah, I like that.
They're able to make this one work. Shot from Tessus to kick things off, and the Julies, well, they didn't get anything done. I think Jonji's going to be... I don't know if he's going to be happy to carry him through. He's going to have him, though, to carry through, so we'll see how the next round of play here. This should be a... I don't want to say a gimme for Bad News Bears, actually quite the opposite. This should probably be one of the hardest rounds the Bad News Bears are going to have to play. Contesting against a team as Force Spy from Europe, that's no easy feat. And we will be seeing 5 Deagles coming on out, a bunch of smoke grenades, a couple of HEs, and some flashbangs to boot.
Now, if you want to replay how Heroic handled this second round on their CT side, it was a, excuse me, on their T side, it was a top pop.
Yeah.
I don't imagine that's something the Bad News Bears will be able to pull off with the same potency.
No, and I don't know if that's going to be down to them not being able to run a similar strategy. I just don't think that Heroic are going to leave similar gaps, right? I think we might see maybe one of these smokes that they purchase and we have a bit of a tech. 5
smokes? So, I mean, if Bad News Bears give them the luxury of a default spread to start things off, we could see things get a bit chaotic. Deagles hiding in smokes with low time. We know how awkward it can get. Nuke not necessarily a prime map for that to occur.
Well, Yanko once said to me, you can't be strong everywhere, right? Which is very, very true. On the CT side, you can't be strong everywhere, right? So imagine if we see something like this. Heroic sends, let's say, 3 players towards top, right? They have one guy go ramp to drop a smoke. Okay, so if they go top, we're going to have a lot of bodies there, right? If they go ramp, we're going to smoke it off. If they want to push through, we'll give them the space. Now it's about, all right, well, you know, you can't plant at ramp. You need to get lower. You can't plant outside. So if Bad News Bears opt for either of those avenues, it should give Heroic time to rotate in and be able to use their utility. Looks like we're just getting the match medic here, sorting things out. Junior is back, and we are back. Freeze time starting to tick on down. Let's get this one underway. I'm curious to see the approach.
It's also worth reminding and reiterating that Bad News Bears have had, what, 4 weeks with Junior in the roster? 2, I think you said.
I think he said they practiced for about a week.
Oh, a week.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I think I must have translated that in my head as a month. Okay, so just a week with Junior in the roster. So already a large disparity between the two. That's great from Stown. Damn, Crosshair couldn't have been better. Through the vent, into the head. Jonji dead. And AK recovered. Junior equipped. We talked about Deagles close in the smoke. Oh, Tessus lets it slip. A real opportunity there. It does go awry. Shush on a very hasty flank, and I think he could, if these Deagle shots from Stown do connect, have a chance to strike quickly in the flank. In fact, here they come.
Oh, look, the guns they've got for this.
Galil, AK, flank from ramp. It's a 3v3. They're going to make this hurt here. Heroic, second round. Advantage BNB.
Fight.
That's a big fight to win. He's expecting a second as well. And Junior does fall. It's not done just yet. Bomb planted in the open, though. This should be a Bears round. Playing with the door, playing with the time, and I don't see kits. What's the best case scenario here? I'm not sure.
Might even be a save call, but they're too committed to this right now. Heroic probably want to get out of here. They've realized there's no time. They're just trying to do more damage, but this was a force buy, so Bears need to get some more damage done. Shakes Ula out the decon door. Can't get the kill, but confirmed that the guns will be saved. And look at what they have saved. 2 AK-47s. They've actually walked away with some buttes, some absolute buttes. They can drop their sidearms. The Deagles can go across, so we're going to be talking 2 AKs, 2 Deagles minimum.
Why doesn't it work when I do that? I spam that vent exactly the same spot. I'm not getting headshots like Stown.
Yeah, I don't know. He got something about him, old Stown, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's just, you know, it's all about visualization. I swear these kids have just got like incredible visualization as to where these fights are coming from all the time. And Stown can just see his head straight through the vent. He's living in an X-ray world.
Just knows how many kills he could have had there, right?
He does. I mean, that was 3 on a good day.
Oh, they're forced. They're completely forced here. Swag 7 in the mix. There's a scout, and they've already got the opening kill.
I was too busy getting lost in your eyes there, Chad. He knows where one is. Caden will take to draw attention. Stown unable to spray, and so we go on. Tag with the scout, can't finish his meal. Caden's got a lot to do, and he knows they're coming in thick and fast. Eagle's perfect, turns the flash.
Wrong way.
This is tense. 6 Suitors looking the wrong way, and now only 2 remain for the Bears. Spongy and Swisher for their honor, as Heroic's force has rendered them a man advantage. Oh, I think he's got a little glimpse of a shoulder there. Refreshes ready to snap. Fires off a warning shot, willing to overcommit, and he's got some real tight lines he's working with there. So potential for a low site take is held by Tessus. I don't know when he'll have the sound cue. Okay, so he's actually tucked in on site, so they'll have some room to maneuver. Vents becomes an option.
Oh, this is so hard. There's no nades for them to be able to take this lower control with. They're just operating with the guns alone. This should just be a field day for Tessus.
Yeah, and he's going to be able to shoot their toes. They'll be completely blind to it. Door swings open. He opts for a line, and as their backs are turned, he lines them up for the double. 21-7. Tessus having a very comfortable first game of Pro League.
Yeah, and right now, Bad News Bears, well, they're really under the pump here because they lost all those guns in the round that they did win. Now they've lost to, we have to call it a force buy. 2 saved AKs, they bought an M4, there was a scout and a swag 7 in place, so it was actually quite a potent purchase here from Heroic. Now, well, they're going to have to force buy their own. We're going to be looking at some Tech 9s, just a bit of utility around it, some Deagles, Mac 10s, P250 as well. Well, this should be looking done, especially now. Down onto Spongy, first man's fallen. They're going to get the space, they're going to get across, but now it's about what they work with.
Oh, that was a chance. A small glimmer of hope fades as John G. burns. If he was ahead of the molly, if he'd have just caught Stown, grabs the M4, slows their rotate. Stown, though, with his running out of bullets. Sheikh Zula's managed to deliver something with the 1 HP. It's just a matter of time. Heroic, 3 AK-47s and 15 rounds in the bank account, looking very set to finish this one off. 16-1 on the first, looks like a 16-4 does lose. They'll be defending their honor, though. It's going to be armored Deagles, a Tech 9, a P250, a sidearm of their preference and choosing. This was my framing. Potentially, John G had a chance had he got that frag and stayed ahead of the incendiary. But yeah, Heroic, they have just got firm grasp on this defense.
It's a great way to kick things off, right? Heroic, they haven't necessarily had the best of times after they won that Pro League season 13. Cologne was a bit flat for them. This is a good way to get the second half of the season underway here, and it's looking like KD wants to continue the punishment. Look at all the space he's going for. They're out towards the top side in the meantime, and Shush is under the pump here. They're in.
They are in, and so is Stown. 3, not quite the 4th, he even transferred into it. A dink, no less, somehow. John G, glad he bought his helmet. Cadian surging forward, the free fire's not there. John G's a gamer. Tessus still looking to finish it right here with a 1v2. Fate to the fight, pulls it out. Tessus to finish, 16-4. Stylish stuff from the Danes, all things considered. And Bad News Bears going to be setting their sights on the next game.